Today we are talking about corner kits.
The corner kit is the expansion pack that makes our trellis super.
Whether you're just starting out building a trellis or improving one you've already grown out of, this guide will get you to the next level of growth.
Let's talk a bit more about what they are, when to use them, and how to use them properly.
Parts. The half hexagon.
Half hexagons are the same size as normal hex modules. They are just split in half.
They have rigidity, stability, and they fit all connections universally.
Super Trellis is intended to be a free-form solution, so there is no right or wrong way to use any of our parts.
Potential corner kit arrangements include a 90-degree corner, a 90-degree support or T arrangement, an L-shaped trellis, a 4-sided tower, or 3 if a box is too confining.
You can make a 3D trellis without half hexagons, but keep in mind that you will lose the stability and rigidity that the half hexagons provide.
Right now, these parts are available in white, cool gray, and black.
But by the time you're watching this video, we may have other colors available.
The L connector.
L connectors are used to connect half and full hexagons together at a 90-degree angle.
They are the same dimensions as H connectors, which means they can be used to connect any 2 parts.
Even bases, but we are yet to find a use for that arrangement.
But comment down below if you have got an idea.
L connectors are used to add dimension to a trellis with or without half hexagons.
If you're feeling thrifty, this is the cheapest way to build a tower.
How to use corner kits. House.
The first step is to make sure you have enough space in your planter to build what you're visualizing. If the bases don't fully fit inside the planter, extended stakes will give you extra holding power until you have a chance to repot.
When making a corner, take a half hexagon and align an L connector in the slot along the longest edge.
Apply firm, even pressure to the L connector to seat it in the slot, using a crimp tool as needed.
When making a 3-dimensional trellis, you will alternate between using half hexagons and full hexagons on each corner as you move up the trellis.
Each connection needs 1 L connector, which is why we include double the connectors per corner in our kit.
We recommend using full corners for at least 50% of your tower. The lower rungs of the trellis will be under the most pressure from the most mature vines.
As you build higher, you can fill in the corners as needed.
For a 1x1 tower or an L-shaped trellis, you will need half hexagons for every other layer. For these arrangements, you can't skip the corners entirely.
When to use a corner kit.
You would choose to use a corner kit based on the height of your trellis or the species of your plant.
Anything taller than 6 hexagons is going to be a great candidate for a corner kit.
And any plant with a stem that is a 1/4 inch or larger is also going to be a great candidate.
There are exceptions to this, but we're not going to get too deep into the weeds with them on this video.
This should probably be done sooner rather than later to prevent breakage and stress on both you and your plant. If it's on your mind, it's probably time.
Feel free to ask us for advice if you're unsure how to proceed.
Corners can also solve common issues that can occur when your plant is already trellised on a super trellis.
A common problem we see is a trellis flexing under the plant's weight or height.
If most of the plant is hanging on one side of the trellis, a curve can start to develop in that direction.
This also includes a strong plant flexing the trellis as it grows up.
We most commonly see this last one with species such as Rhaphidophora tetrasperma or Monstera deliciosa.
Good job. Keep in mind that super trellis is designed to be slightly flexible to accommodate plants twisting around them without cutting into the plant.
Hefty and stiff-stemmed plants need more rigidity in their trellis than their flexible counterparts.
Let's not forget these guys are used to climbing on trees.
And yeah, those are pretty strong.
So, as a rule of thumb, The big guy should always have a 3D trellis with half hexagons. Stay tuned for the next guide where we deep dive into some of the various arrangements that are possible when using these parts.
Once again, I'm Pat.
And I'm Lauren.
And remember, if you have any questions,
Send me an email.